Okay, I switched phones and the color is like different and off and it's zoomed in more and I don't know how I feel about it, but it's okay. Um, okay, this is part 3 of my quarantine recap. Um, so when I got the stimulus check, I spent all my money. I went on like crazy shopping spree. I was like, wow, I can't believe how much money I spent so quickly. And a few of the purchases were a jade egg, this book by Mink DeVos called Tao Tantric Practices for Women. No, I was thinking I would like get it. Um, yeah, okay. Okay, this is the book, and this is my jade egg. So it goes up your yoni, or your vagina. You suck it up, and you have a string coming out, and so the string is so you can put weights on it. I haven't gotten to that yet, but you use the string to like pull when you're doing certain exercises. And the book that I have is like a guidebook, and so it starts with like, emotional healing, qigong, breast massage, yoni practices, and jade egg practices. I love the book. It's been great for me. So I did like this ancestral healing in my bathtub, and it was actually really powerful. I was surprised. I cried a lot. Yeah, so I already have my morning routine. I usually get up and do some stretches and a little bit of yoga, meditate. The goal is always to meditate 20 minutes, but it depends on how much time I have. So sometimes it's only 5 minutes. A lot of times it's 15 minutes or 10 or whatever. And so now I have my jade egg next to my bed, and I wake up and I, put one hand on my over my uterus and one hand over my heart, and I do this inner smile meditation, which is basically like you're smiling inside of your head. And so it takes some time for me to actually get there because I wake up and then my mind starts going, and so I really have to slow down my mind and just like smile in my head. And then once you get that, then you smile into your heart. And it's cool because when you smile into your head, you're like everything relaxes up here, and then you smile into your heart and you feel it opening up here, and you feel like a little giddiness. And then you smile into your belly and it feels like your whole body kind of expands. And then you smile into like your first, I can't remember what they're called, but there's like different layers, energetic layers. So the first layer is like your skin and your organs, and then the second layer is like out here, and then the third layer is like 25 feet out or something like that. So and then I put my jade egg in, and then I will go through some of her exercises, and then I do my stretching and yoga and meditation, and then I take the jade egg out. So doing that, my cervix has really softened, and I can tell it's hard to explain, but I can tell like a softening, a slowing down, and I can tell a difference during sex. And I went on birth control when I started my little sexcapades, and then I didn't get my period, which freaked me out. I mean, I have like painful cramps, and I take more ibuprofen. Like I take 2 ibuprofens every few hours. It worries me about my liver, but I have to. And like my body overheats, so I didn't get my period. I took a pregnancy test. I wasn't pregnant, and I was like, okay. So I stopped the birth control because I was like, this is not good, because it was just the pill. So I didn't get my period. Well, I mean, I got like a little spotting for 2 days when I was supposed to get my period. And I normally get my period every 3 weeks. So I got my period back again on the full moon. the last full moon. And so with the jaded practices, I'm hoping that it will sync me up and I'll start getting 28-day flows. So we'll see. According to my app, with the 22-day cycle, I'm supposed to get it next week. And so we'll see. I'll update that and then see if the jade egg really helps get my cycle and how my cycle feels. The last one was painful, but I expected that. I'd only been doing the practice for like 3 weeks. And the breast massage. So she has like 3 breast massages that are like intense, long, that takes about half an hour for me to do. And then there are little quickie ones. So I do one intense one a week, or maybe twice a week, and then a quickie one every day. Whereas like I have coconut oil in my room, and when I get up before I sit for my meditation, I don't really wear clothes much. So I always have my top off. I do a breast massage in a dispersing motion. So you're bringing energy up from your yoni around your breast, and you're dispersing negative energy out that way. So I do that, like you start with the nipples, and then you go out and around. And so in doing these exercises, I've been doing them for about like a little over a month, about a month. And my breasts used to be huge. When I was in high school, I was a 34D. You can see there's not much going on. They just deflated. I don't know what happened. Over time, they deflated. And then I went on birth control, and they kind of came back a little bit, and then I got off birth control, and they deflated a little, but there's a little left, a little fat left in there. But my nipples have my nipples have lost their sensitivity, and my breasts, like, I was telling the guy that I'm dating, when I touch my breasts, I don't like feel anything. And now, after doing the breast massage, if I just like softly cup my breasts, like when I have my shirt off, I feel aroused. I feel excited, happy. I feel love for myself. And my nipples are getting more sensitive too. So, and you know, I've stopped wearing a bra pretty much all the time, although I kind of wore one today. And, but when I go hiking, I hike topless now. I just wear like a really beautiful scarf, and so it hangs over my breasts. So like, if women want to be mad and hate, then they won't notice, because I have a scarf covering, and it's, you know, respectful, because, you know, people are afraid of their own bodies and seeing other people's bodies, and I'm not confident in that yet. I'm working on it, but I want to have my shirt off because it feels so good to just be hiking with my shirt off and my breasts out and just like, oh. And so I was hiking up Bear Mountain, and I stopped and just like cupped my breasts and was like, oh my God, like I felt so aroused. But it wasn't like aroused and like, you know, ooh, my coochie's hot. It was more aroused in like a full body arousal. It was just like, yeah, full body, like this, a light, comfortable excitement is the best way I can explain it. So that's really cool. I am enjoying that a lot, and it's definitely helping with me deepening my exploration in my sexuality, and with my sexual partner. And yeah, there'll be more to come about that.